You're watching Cleveland's own Shiloh News Network on Channel 79, where it's got to be true if it's on our news.
Wow. Thank you, Ms. Williams, for allowing us into your home to bring awareness to the hard times and strain that germaphobes are experiencing during the pandemic. Folks, all germs are not created equal, people. So let's do our part. Wash your hands. Social distance. Sanitize and disinfect. As we move forward in tonight's broadcast, we are seeing a rise in the positive cases of COVID-19. As of yesterday, the confirmed positive cases have quadrupled. Oh no, Governor Mike DeWine, you need to do something. Businesses are closing, the shelves and the markets are empty, and you expect me and everyone else just to be calm? Oh, y'all got me messed up. Ohio, we need help. COVID-19 has hit the U.S. Fear of the unknown is causing panic in this city. I'm out of here. America, to the state of Ohio and the city of Cleveland, I would like to take this time to apologize for my actions. They were completely unacceptable. I, being a human, panicked. But that doesn't make it right. I hope you will forgive me and continue to watch SNN News. There's a lot more to cover tonight. We actually have a team of news correspondents standing by. We have SNN's Karen going to lead us off tonight, live from Dave's Supermarket in Midtown Cleveland. Take it away, Karen.
Good evening. I'm live here from one of the most prominent grocery stores in this community, Heinen's. Unfortunately, I'm unable to take the cameras on the inside so you can see what's really going on. But I never thought that I would see a day like today. The freezers are empty. The shelves are bare. The lines for checkout are wrapped around the corner. Hopefully someone will be willing to speak with us just to give us a taste of their experience on the inside. It's so unfortunate. I never thought that we would see a day like this. A day where something such a daily and common task such as grocery shopping would become a survival mission. But America, at the end of it all, we must fight on. I have with me here Miss Cassandra Jones of Mayfield, Ohio. Mrs. Jones, thank you so much for meeting with me.
No problem.
Tell me, what brings you all the way down here from Mayfield, Ohio to Shiloh?
My sister FaceTimed me about 30 minutes ago, and she told me to get down here right away. They had food. Over in my area, none of the stores have food. Even Costco looks like a desert land. I mean, I've been going back and forth for 3 days and nothing. I dropped everything and ran down here because I need to feed my children.
Yes. Oh, yes. That truly sucks. So, Cassette, did you find anything and everything that you needed enough to get you through?
My name is Cassandra. Clearly, I don't have enough. Hopefully this can hold us over for a few days until they're able to get more food. I just don't understand. Why would God allow this to happen to us? Isn't He supposed to provide for us?
Well, you have it, America. This is the question that everyone is asking. Where is God? Why is He allowing people to go through times such as this? No food, losing jobs, people without all across the land. Hopefully, we'll be able to get an answer. But until then, stay alive, my people. Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Karen Goboleski from SNN News. I wanted to know if I can just ask you a few questions. I'm just a little confused about how are you able to have just so much and everyone else does not have. May I have your name?
Okay, my name is Shalonda. And
Chanel?
No, it's Shalonda.
Shalonda.
Yes, and you're from where again?
SNN News, Shiloh Network News.
Okay. And what was the question?
I wanted to find out exactly how did you acquire so much goods? Everyone else that I see in this parking lot they have very little, but you just have so much.
Oh, honey, that's easy to answer. I don't care if it's a famine or drought or we're in plenty. My God always provides my every need. I don't care what's going on in this world. He makes sure my family eats every single day. To God be the glory.
Yes, thank you so very much for that. I just had another question. Is it possible to just go into a little bit more detail about your God and what he has done? I know we're not able to do this here because you're loading your car, but I feel that America, the city of Cleveland, needs to know about this God.
Well, first of all, his name is Yahweh, and he's an all-sufficient God. And he let me know through my faith that if I serve him, that I'd obey him, that I keep his commandments, that I'll be blessed beyond measure. And that's what I do. And so because of that, the Lord has blessed me and has made sure that I have shelter, food, and every single thing that I need in life.
Well, there you have it, Cleveland. God is a provider. And I'm going to turn it over to James in the studio, because I want to go ahead and get a little bit more information from Mrs. Shalonda Allen. Good evening. We're live here in Shaker Heights, Ohio with our Shalonda Allen. She just gave us some information about how her God provided for her. And we thought it would be a great idea just for the people of Cleveland, America, just to get a little bit more information. So we're here in her beautiful home, and we do thank you for allowing us in.
Yes.
So, Miss Shalonda Allen, why do you think God is allowing others to experience lack and some, are experiencing plenty?
Well, that's a hard question to ask, because all of the people that I am really close with and familiar with at this time, they are flourishing in the pandemic. Most of the people that I associate with are believing the same thing I believe. They are the same faith I am. And so I've been just hearing good reports. But if I was to speak on anyone suffering and they are outside of the will of God, I can give a general answer that is just based plainly off disobedience, not serving the true and living God. Because if they are of the faith, then there's something different. But when you're talking about individuals who are outside of the ark of safety, who don't know God, and they may be suffering, it could be, and it could be many answers. It could be based just plainly on disobedience. But as I stated before, the people that I've been associated with during this pandemic, they have been flourishing. I'm talking about healing of the body, homes, no lack in food, no lack in transportation. God has blessed their minds. People, we talk about a lot of depression during this time, but these people are full of joy, full of expectation, looking for God to do the next big thing in their life. So that's my perspective. That's where I'm coming from. I've not really met a lot of people who are lacking in this pandemic.
Thank you so much for that. What is one thing that this pandemic has taught you?
Wow, it's taught me a lot, but I think the one thing that I have learned the most is to look closely at myself, to examine myself. Not so much other people and what's going on with other people, but look closely at me and to find out exactly where I am where I am at with God and to work on my relationship with him. So during this pandemic, I've been spending a lot of time with him in prayer, reading his word, or just sitting and meditating and thinking, God, you know, I love you, I appreciate you, but I know there's so much more to you than what I have experienced in my life. Show me how to get closer. So it's been more of me working on me and making me better and finding out where I stand with God and praying to the Almighty with the expectation that I'll become better and better and better each day. And so that's what I've learned through this pandemic.
Wow, wonderful. And my last question that I have, what advice would you give to people that are experiencing or that are not experiencing the flourishing like your people, your friends are, but they're going through hard times?
Well, because my life is centered around Christ, I'm always talking about Christ. And when someone comes to me and asks me, how is it that you're blessed? How is it that you're not losing your mind when this is going? And my answer is always because of my faith in Jesus Christ, because Jesus is in my life. He makes the difference. He is that it factor that brings everything together. So when people ask me those questions and I say, turn to Jesus, serve Jesus. So if you're in a place where you're desolate, if you're in a place where you're empty, if you're in a place where you don't know who you are and you're experiencing all of these things and you're searching for something. So my advice all day long is come to Jesus. Come to it. If you're looking for something that's greater than yourself, higher than yourself, you've tried everything else in this world and nothing seems to work. And my advice, always try Jesus. Come to him. Talk to him. I am a living witness that he will take care of you.
Thank you so much. And there you have it, Cleveland. Just try Jesus. And why wouldn't we serve a God like this? This is the question that's coming to my mind. This is Trisha Tukanawa, and I'm signing off for tonight. Back to you, James, in the studio.
We're on. Thanks, Corinne. Boy, was that interesting.
Yeah, very. We're going live to our reporter on the ground, George Montague.
Thanks, Geronimo. And this is Jorge Montague, not George. I've only been working here for 2 years. But anyway, we're outside of Shiloh Temple House of God on 79th and Donald, and we're asking people how they are impacted by this pandemic. We found a man on the corner, and he's been shouting and raving, and he claims to have special inside information on this pandemic. Let's go over and see what he's talking about. Thank you.
Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of this, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon them all, and to convince the ungodly of their ungodly ways and their ungodly communication.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. My name is Jorge Montague, and we're just interviewing people about how they've been dealing with this pandemic.
You're asking the wrong question.
What do you mean?
What you should be asking is how can we get this indignation to pass from us? Your cup is too full of lies and corruption, mistreating the poor and the powerless. You have desecrated what God has called holy. You have defiled marriage. You have twisted God's holy word. You have vandalized sound doctrine. In the blood, how can you hear anything with the amount of innocent blood crying out from the earth daily? And so many idols. So many idols. In the midst of judgment, you still cling to your idols. Millions of people have died. And our greatest concern is how quickly can we get to the sports ring. God has put this whole world under arrest with just one soldier. The world's greatest armies couldn't have done that. You're going to hear about wars and rumors of wars. But don't be afraid. Don't be troubled. These things must come to pass. It's not the end yet. Nation is going to rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. It's going to be famines. It's going to be pestilence. It's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. But I will keep my promise. I will continue to send provision to my elect. There will always be light in Goshen. Some may get sick. Some may even die. But I will not allow my called out ones to experience the true death. Come, my people, enter into your chambers. Shut your doors about thee. Hide thyself for just a little while. Hide yourself for just a little while. Until the indignation overpass. I hear my people. Their discomfort and their cries moves me. Peradventure, if they call my name, I will tell my soldier to stand down.
Action. Sir, what is your name? And more importantly, what must we do? Yo, where did he go? This has been one strange interview, America. My name is Jorge Montague. Back to you in the studio, Geronimo.
Thanks, Jorge. Thank you all for tuning in to Shiloh News Network here on Channel 79, where it got to be true if we show it on our news. Be safe out there, Cleveland.